Hey everybody, this is Jen from Bendele. In today's tutorial, we will be making this, a triangle bag out of the cardboard boxes that you have lying around. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. So for this activity, we're gonna need some cardboard. I have this cardboard box that I got from Fruit from the grocery store, but you can use any kind of cardboard box that you can find. It could be an Amazon box, a shoe box, really anything is fine. If it's smaller than this, you might need more than one, but this is a pretty big box and I probably won't use all of it. So you're also going to need some tape. I'm using duct tape. You could also use packaging tape, but you're gonna need some sort of thick, strong tape. Then we're gonna need some scissors and a ruler. In my past videos, you may have seen that I'm not a big fan of rulers. I'm not a big fan of measuring. I kind of just like eyeballing it. But for this particular activity, it's going to be pretty necessary. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start cutting out the pieces in the box. So you can see that there's a seam here. So we're going to cut along the seam. You can see that you have just a piece of cardboard now with no seams. So let's do that with all of the pieces of the box. So for this box, we're gonna have this big piece, this side, the front and the back and the bottom. So let's cut all of those out. I forgot to mention, you're also gonna need a pen. So now that we have all of these pieces cut out, we can start cutting them into the sides of our bag. So since our bag is gonna be a triangle, a right triangle, it's going to be nice to kind of start in the corner here and just kind of cut it here and turn it into a triangle. So since I have so much, I'm gonna make it kind of big. I'm gonna make it 10 inches. So I'm gonna measure 10 inches, take my pen and mark that. And then I'm gonna do 10 inches on the other side, mark that, and then take my ruler, which is a little too short to do this, but you can kind of estimate where it will connect. So then we're gonna draw a line and keep going with this line until we get to the edge. So now if you look at this, you can see that there's a triangle in the corner. So let's cut that out. So you can see it's gonna look like this. It's gonna be three-dimensional and have a little handle. So we need to make a second triangle. So an easy way to do it right now is to just put the long side along this other side that we just cut. Take your pen and just trace it. You can see that's the same triangle. So let's cut that out. Great, so now we have the two sides. So what we can make next is the spacers that space these out like this. So they have to be the length of this. So if we actually go back to the same piece we were using, obviously this length is the same as this, which is exactly the length that we're going for. So now we have to figure out what the depth we want to be. So if we take both of our triangles and set them next to each other like this, how far apart do we want them to be? So I'm going to say about this far, which is about 3 inches. Let's go 3 inches. So now what we can do is we can cut out 2 squares that are the 10 inches of this side by the 3 inches. So we're going to cut 2 pieces that are 10 inches by 3 inches. Awesome. So now we have these pieces that we'll make when we tape them together. We'll make a three-dimensional triangle. So the next thing we need to do is make a handle. So what we're going to do is we're going to take another piece. We're going to take this piece of cardboard and we're going to go to the corner again because we know that that is straight. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the ruler along the bottom. We're going to make a mark at the 1.5 mark. We're going to make a mark at the 7-inch mark, and we're going to make a mark at the 8.5-inch mark. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the side and we're going to make a mark that's 6 inches. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to take these 2 strips, go up to the 6 inches and connect like this. So let's make that. So we can take this ruler and go to the very end, the 8.5 mark on this side, and measure up 6 inches and make a line. So that shouldn't be too hard because you can see kind of some of the indent in the cardboard, and that should help you make a straight line. So then we're going to attach this point on the side that we made to this line. It should be 8.5 inches. Attach it like that. And then we're going to make a mark here at 1.5 inches so that we know that this whole thing will be 1.5 inches wide. So let's go up the 4.5 inches from these middle marks. And then connect these, not too hard. Awesome, so now you can see what that will look like a handle when it's done. So let's cut that out and then duplicate it. Great, so now we have our handles and we have the major pieces of the bag. The only pieces that we have to cut out left are little pieces that go in the corner here that help hold its shape. So let's make 2 rectangles that are going to be 2 inches by 3 inches. So now that we have these little pieces cut out, we have everything cut out. So we're going to set them aside with the handles and we're going to start assembling the bag. We're going to start assembling the main part of the bag, which is the triangle. So my cardboard has writing on it and I think it's really cool. So I'm going to put it on the outside so that you can see it. But if you don't like it, put it on the inside, hide it. So we're going to put this upside down as well as one of the dividers right next to it. We're going to take a piece of tape. And just tape it down like this. And then we're going to cut the edges here. So you can see that that is making a nice corner. So now we're going to put the other triangle piece on the other side. Great, so now we have this done. Pretty easy. So let's attach this final piece. I'm going to just attach it to one of the sides first, one of the triangles first. And then when we set it up, it becomes 3-dimensional. So now we just attach it to this side and this side. Okay, so I did this bottom side, but I want to walk you through how to do this long side because you have to kind of put your hand in it and it takes a little bit of technique. So take a piece of duct tape, kind of fold that back for now. Attach the duct tape to the inside of this side and just kind of fold it a little like this. Then put your hand inside the bag as you lower this triangle and try to get it into the right space. And once it is, just press it down. Great, so now we have the base of the bag. So the next thing we're going to attach is the handles. So the handles go in like this. I put, if you can see it on this side, a little bit of space underneath, but not too far down because we want to hold on to that handle. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 pieces of tape and attach them to the bottom of these pieces. So then we're going to put this inside the bag, try to make it even. Turn this so you can see it. Try to make it even and put it in. Stick it down with the tape. So now on one side we have a handle. So now we're going to do that with the other side. So now we have this handbag. So the last thing we're going to do is just attach these little pieces into the sides here. It'll make it finish a little bit better. You can't see inside as much. It holds its shape a little bit better. It does a whole bunch of things for such a small little piece. So the way we're going to attach it is we're going to take a piece of tape and we're going to set it down on the long side of the cardboard. Then we're going to go in here and do the same thing we did before. It's just a little harder because it's three-dimensional. So we're gonna press that down. Now we're gonna take a small piece of tape and we're gonna put it on this side. And we're going to kind of fold it back so it doesn't get stuck on anything and set this in. It's a little bit hard to get the grip, but you can do it. And if you need somebody to help you, you can find a partner. And now we're just gonna do this last side, which should just be able to go inside the bag and just attach it. All right, so now it's in there. So let's do the other side. And we have ourselves a bag, a nice triangle bag, a different shape made out of cardboard. It looks really cool. I hope you had fun with this tutorial. If you did follow along, I'd love to see your bag, so send me a picture. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe.